This is Epcot. It's the second of the Walt Disney theme parks, and I believe it's the most boring theme park in the world. So I thought I'd tell you about it for 5 minutes. It's themed as a permanent world fair. It's split into two. On the top half is World Showcase. It's lots of different countries. There's a miniature United Kingdom, it has a pub, it's got a fish and chip shop, it's got hedge maze, and the important economical export of the UK, a keep calm and carry on merchandise shop. At the bottom is Tomorrow World. You can tell it's Tomorrow World because there's a monorail. It's a sort of pavilions about science, industry, technology. It's a bit like the Millennium Dome. And I think it's a boring place for two reasons. First, World's fairs are a snapshot in time. They identify the year they're built in. This was built in 1982. It's a permanent 1982. Nobody wants to spend the day in 1982 for fun. The second reason I dislike Epcot is the name. The name Epcot is an acronym for Experimental Prototype City of Tomorrow. It wasn't meant to be a theme park. Walt Disney believed that American cities were broken and that he could fix them by applying what he'd learned from building Disneyland. He bought an area of land twice the size of Manhattan in secret. He used ex-CIA employees' secret identities. The team he used would later go on to money launder for the Bay of Pigs invasion. It's from the top to the bottom is the same distance from the center of Bristol to the center of Bath. That's 48 Western-super-Mare piers long. At the top is going to be a theme park, bottom airport, city in the middle, monorail collecting them all. The city is going to have a wonderful glass-domed center full of restaurants and hotels and offices, and it'll be wonderful and air-conditioned. There'll be no cars in the city of tomorrow, only wonderful public transport run by Disney above ground, lots of shops. Underground will be where the cars are banished to in service tunnels. All the service infrastructure is hidden. It's built on a sort of radial 1960s style plan where everything is neatly arranged. It's built in circles. The middle is the inner city. On the outside, you've got parks, schools. And then at the very edge, you have suburbia, houses which nobody owns. They're all owned by Disney so that Disney can constantly change the technology, keep it the most advanced city in the world. It's going to be the perfect city, except it was never built. Disney did a film in 1966 where he introduced this entire thing. It's half-hour long, except after making the film, he went to his doctor. Disney was a heavy smoker. He was identified on that day with lung cancer. He passed away only 3 months later. The City of Tomorrow was never built. The company was handed over to his brother Roy, who carried on. Roy was determined to finish this vision of tomorrow. He started, being a sensible businessman, with the theme park to make money from tourists to fund the rest of it. They used the most advanced technology possible to build the theme park. This is the contemporary hotel. It's a modular prefab on an A-frame system with a monorail through the middle. The entire park is built with a series of utilidors underground full of service features. For example, these tunnels at the top are AVACs. They suck through pneumatic air pressure the rubbish from the bins. You never see the bins being emptied by a man. The attention to detail is astounding. They even run their own phone network, their own electricity network. If you've ever waited the BT to install something, you realize it's quicker to build your own phone company. They can do this because they were meant to be a city, and legally, they are a city. They're a municipality. The Reedy Creek Improvement District is technically two cities and an improvement district. It's got the same powers as Bristol City Council. They run their own fire service. They run their own ambulances. They apply for planning permission from themselves. They have permission to build a nuclear power station, which they fully intended to do. They have permission to run police services, jails, appoint judges. They've also got responsibilities as a city, which include having to run elections. Fortunately, the only people registered to vote are the 26 legal landowners, which are all Disney employees. When Disney passed away, they did an inventory of his office. They found that he'd only ever read one book on urban design. It was written by Victor Gruen. Victor Gruen was the inventor of the shopping mall. These corporate-controlled glass-domed air-conditioned spaces free of cars, we have them in the heart of every city. This was supposed to be the future, and it kind of is. It turns out, though, that you can't solve the complicated social problems of American cities by building a giant geodesic dome over it. Thank you.